Howdy guys, and welcome back. We are playing Dungeons of Chaos, and we are going through the Chapter 1 species list. Now, when we left off in that last video, we were trying to get the bloated zombies to spawn with us. And look who decided to show. When we left off, we had the rat, strange rat, Zol the Terrible, spiders, huge spider, skeleton warriors, regular skeletons, undead wizard, the ghost, specters, shadow beast, worms, the angry tree, and the wolves vanquished. And so, starting off here, we have a bloated zombie sitting right there. Now, of course, the bloated zombie also comes with its own little add species, which is a tiny little bug that when you hit it, it pops out. So we need to be very careful not to kill this thing too quickly. I'm going to go ahead and stop looking at it. And turn that volume up just a little bit here. Alright, we're going to pull everybody off. Okay, maybe not everybody. I'm going to leave him on auto. Use it a wait, use it a wait, use it a wait. Tell you what. Use it to go on passive. And then these guys are that'll run them. And we're just going to wait. Because we need to hit them in combat to make the little bugs appear. Okay, that was too hard. That was too hard. Let's rethink this a little bit. Back up. Guaranteed, with that bow he has, he's that'll slaughter these guys. There we go. So we have these little bug guys. Yeah. The hissing bugs. Alright, now since we have the hissing bugs out of the bloated zombie, we can just go ahead and auto tactics and let them slaughter these guys. There we go. So that's two more species. That is the hissing bug and the bloated zombie. Just to pull up the foes list, there's the wolves, giant rat, so on and so forth. We have 16 on our species list and growing. Okay, so the next one that is semi in the area, we don't have to run quite a bit, is just a little ways away from the shelter. And that's going to be the bats. Now we come in here. Alright, there's the shelter. Whether to go up the river where the holy stash is, the undead tree, the undead weapons tree right here. Whether to continue over here to the damp cave. Now, there's also a spawner for the bloated zombies in the damp cave, so if you cannot get them to spawn outside, you can get them in here. Now, in here, in this cave, let's go ahead and turn a little bit of light on. We will have the vampire bat and the giant bat. And that is the only two species in here that we need. Now, these bats, they also have a chance to spawn in the same cavern that the flame is in. I'm drawing a blank on the actual cave name right now. But as soon as you go into the volcano, it's going to be the second map. So as soon as you go down one map, there's two spawners up top that will spawn the giant bats and the vampire bats there. So if you miss them in the damp cave or never make it over here, you have an opportunity to go kill them in that little cave. There we go. There they are. And they almost always come grouped like this. You'll almost always get vampire bats and large bats at the same time. And they're pretty much straightforward. They don't have armor, and they're weak against fire. Although we're not using fire, we're using magic and lightning because it's kind of default. We're running, not changing anything. And that is 2 more species. So I'm going to save you guys the boring part. I'm going to run out of this cave and get to our next area. We're going to just go over to the orcs, get the orcs taken care of, and the orc warlord, which should just about cover all of them, because you have orc mages, 2 different orcs. You have an orc warrior, and the orc warlord. So I will jump cut over to them. Okay, now we're over here in the orc village, standing on top of one. If you guys didn't know by now, there is the westernmost orc village that is guaranteed to give you a orc warlord. There's 2 of them out. The other one kind of spawns between 2 different ones, but this one that I'm standing on will always have one. Now, it's always good to go through all of them, but gives you that level and the experience and the equipment and gold, etc., etc. But if you just want to go straight, kill that orc warlord and get the heck out, by all means, this is the one you need to go to, which is what we're going to use. Alright, so we got 3 orcs there. And of course, we're going to blast them with some magic, our rogue's bow, and some lightning. And we got another group right behind them. Orcs. Alright, let's see if we can't get some bigger boys here. There's one right there. No! Nope. Might have to spend some talent points to train some things. Alright, so there's the orc warriors. Of course, we have some orcs. Alright, these guys are going to go down pretty quickly. Alright, now that we have them, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump cut until we get to the orc warlord. And then we'll take it from there. Of course, I'm going to rest first, but once we get to the orc warlord, we'll resume this. Alright guys, we have found the orc warlord. His little hideout here. He's got quite a few guys behind him. And I'm going to kind of strafe back and forth until he gets to that door. There we go. And we're going to take him now. Oh, he moved on us. No, he didn't. That was weird. That was a tile glitch. Orc warlord disappeared and the orc warrior kind of stepped up. Now this is quite the battle. Okay, now he does call for help, so that's what we want to focus on, because he's going to call in a couple of mages, and we need to actually get those mages. So we're going to pull everybody off right now and just kind of do a wait. You know what? Screw waiting. Let's blast some of these guys here. There you go. Wait. You can go on auto. I'm going to run these guys up forward, and I'm going to mark that guy. I'm going to mark that guy. Mark that guy. There we go. Alright, so we got that mage taken care of real quick. Let's see if we can't get this guy in. So we have that mage taken care of, I believe. Let's go ahead and check the fight log here. Yes. Orc mage is dead. So I'm going to tag him real quick, and then we're just going to throw everybody on auto here. Boom. Lightning. And done. So that gives us the Orc Warlord and the Orc Mage taken care of. Now that is pretty much all we need out of this guy. So we're going to go ahead and jump cut, get topside again, and we'll run to our next section. Alright, we're out of the Orc layers now. I'm going to pull up the world map. We are up here just north of the Anthills, which is just pretty much straight north of where we were with the Orcs. We're going to go over here in the Western Desert, and we're going to take on some Scorpions. Scorpions are actually pretty decent. You'll catch 3 or 4 of them at a time. They have no armor, and they die really quickly. But if you are doing a solo playthrough, now that's kind of been kiboshed a little bit because of the 2 level per encounter cap. But if you're still running solo with somebody, especially starting out, those are the guys to go to. Alright, and while we're also by the ants, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull the normal ants and some warrior ants. We're going to take these guys right here. Giant ants, 10 at a time. There we go. Giant ants. And right behind them is their big brother. We're going to step out just slightly so we don't aggro any more ants. And there's the warrior ants. Alright. So we have them taken out. Now we come just south of here a little bit. Alright. You'll see these guys. Crushers. They'll spawn in this general area with the rocks. There's a couple of different caverns and mines that they do spawn in. But this is probably the first area you're going to find that has them. Unless you like go around the mountains, and then you'll find them probably on your way to or from talking to the flame in his little cavern. But we're going to go ahead and take these guys now. At lower levels, these guys are a pain in the butt. They do quite a bit of damage. They're kind of like a split between a Triceratops and an Ankylosaurus. You know, they got this big ball on the back of their tail, and they have horns. They are very strong armored, but they are weak against magic and lightning. So our team is geared specifically for them. Although not really. We're just using lightning and magic. Just because it's easy and I'm kind of a lazy player. So we have crushers taken care of. Now, also, while we are here, we're probably have a back-to-back fight. Nope. Alright, it's kind of out of sight. It says you can't see there because of the little, blackness here. But we have this mine here. There are some undead baddies in here. There's some crushers. There is a chance at, I'm trying to remember, banshees. Possibly ghouls. I might be thinking of a different one. But we're going to run through here. Again, I'm going to save you guys the boring part of me spelunking through here, finding new species. I'll jump the video until we find new species in a minute, okay? All right, wasn't too far into this little cavern in the abandoned mine that we found a mud corpse and an ogre. Ogres are super fast, super strong. They have some armor. I don't deal with these guys too much, so I do not know their weakness right off the bat. We'll probably run into them again. You can find them here in Chapter 1 in the abandoned mine. You can also find them in the tunnels underneath the castle once you find Daklos, a new pub. Tell you what, let's take a look at this ogre one more time. Magic's one of the weaknesses. There we go. Alright, and this mud corpse is right here with us. Let's go ahead and take him out of the way. The rogue is probably going to hit him and cause a nuclear explosion with that bow. Yeah, once they get in range, 1,000. Yeah, pretty much. Damn. Ridiculous. That's pretty good. Now, I know there's a couple more species in this area, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump cut until we get to them one more time. There's another ogre up here. Let's take him and see what the other weaknesses is. Poison. Hey, if you got a poison rogue or a druid willing to get that close, then by all means, hit him with some poison. Alright, so I'm going to jump cut until we get another species, or if we come out of this mine, we'll go to a new area. Alright guys, I tapped the screen and almost ran into this little golem guy. Clay golems. Actually, these guys were added recently. I didn't even know they spawned in here, which is a good thing. They are slow, and as with most of the golems, they're going to be kind of weak against force damage. So any blunt item is that hinder their armor. It's probably not that a show, honestly. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah. Actually, no. Slice damage looks like it did more. See if we can't find another one of these guys. Oh, that mud corpse like jumped right over in front of me. But we got a clay golem now added into the abandoned mine. That is outstanding. And I think we're kind of hitting the bottom of the barrel here. Or at least scraping the bottom of the mine. Now, I don't think there's any other places for it to go, so I'm going to jump cut, get out of here. There's one more little cavern / mine shaft that is nearby we'll go to. Okay, so we're just a little bit south and around the corner of these mountains where we just were. This is another abandoned mine. So I'm imagining it's going to have kind of the same enemy set here, which, because for previous versions, there were a lot more undead down here. So again, I'm going to basically give a little jump cut here, explore this out. If we come across another species real quick, then I'll resume the video and show that species. So I could have swore there was a little bit more undead down here, not just mud corpses. I could be mistaken, and things could have changed. This is not a place that I actually come venture very often. I have a tendency of getting out of Chapter 1 relatively quickly, and into Chapter 2 to where things are a little bit more interesting, a little bit more to explore. Yeah, we got some crushers here. I'm not going to be able to get around them. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and explore this out. If we come across something that we have not killed yet, I'll resume. If not, we'll jump cut and we'll go somewhere else. Alright guys, so that abandoned mine segment was kind of a bust. Still had ogres, mud corpses, crushers, and a couple more clay golems in them. I was thinking, and I may have to ask around about this, but I thought there was once a banshee spawner in there, but I must be mistaken, or if it was a very long time ago. But so far we should have 29 foes vanquished. Let's go through the foes list here. So we have the wolf, giant rat, orcs, orc mage, skeleton, skeleton warrior, spider, huge spider, Zol the horrible, ghost, undead wizard, giant scorpion, strange rat, angry trees, large bat, vampire bat, crushers, giant ants, orc warrior, orc warlord, specter, mud corpse, ogre, warrior ant, shadow beast, worm, bloated zombie, hissing bugs, clay golem. That is 29 that we have so far, and we are still chugging along here. So I'm going to split this up one more time I'm going to end this video here, and we're going to go on to our next little place to where we can take some more species off the map. Hope you're enjoying this. Have fun.